There are moments when your heart feels heavy, when questions circle your mind late at night, when the future looks uncertain and the present feels overwhelming. In those moments, remember this truth. Allah has a beautiful plan for you, not a careless plan, not a distant plan, a plan woven with wisdom, mercy, and perfect timing. Even when you cannot see it, even when it hurts, even when nothing seems to make sense, you are not forgotten for a single second. You worry because you care. You fear because you love. You feel anxious because you want things to turn out right. But understand this gently: the one who created your heart knows its limits. He knows how much it can carry. He knows what will break you and what will build you. Every delay you are experiencing is not a denial. Every closed door is not rejection. Sometimes Allah closes a door because what lies behind it would harm your faith, your character, or your future, even if your eyes cannot see that harm yet. Think about how often you look back and realize that what you once begged for would have exhausted you. How many times did you cry over something that did not happen, only to later thank Allah that it never did? That is not coincidence. That is divine care. That is a plan unfolding quietly while you are busy worrying about the next step. Allah's plan is not rushed. It does not follow your clock or your expectations. It follows wisdom. You want relief immediately, but Allah wants your heart to be ready for what is coming. You want ease without struggle, but Allah wants growth that lasts. Sometimes He allows the storm to teach you how to anchor your heart. Sometimes He allows the waiting to teach you patience. Sometimes He allows loss to empty your hands so He can place something far greater in them. Do not think your tears go unnoticed. Every silent prayer you whisper, every sigh you hold back, every moment you choose patience over despair is seen. Allah is closer to you than your own breath, listening even when you do not know how to put your pain into words. When you feel like you are talking to the sky and nothing is coming back, understand that the response may be shaping itself in ways you do not yet recognize. Your life is not falling apart. It is being rearranged. What feels like chaos to you is order in the divine plan. What feels like delay is preparation. What feels like loss is protection. Allah removes people from your life not always because they are bad, but because their chapter in your story has ended. He changes your path not because you were wrong, but because there is something ahead that you could not reach by staying where you were. Worry tells you that you are alone in this journey. Faith reminds you that you are carried every step of the way. You are not asked to understand everything. You are asked to trust. Trust does not mean you will never feel afraid. It means you choose to place your fear in the hands of the one who controls all outcomes. It means you continue to walk even when the road is unclear, believing that each step is counted and guided. There is beauty in the unseen parts of your story. There is mercy hidden in the unanswered prayers. There is love in the moments when things do not go your way. Allah is not punishing you through hardship, He is refining you. He is shaping a heart that will recognize blessings, appreciate ease, and turn back to Him sincerely, not only when things are good, but when things are uncertain. Do not compare your timeline to anyone else's. The delay that frustrates you may be saving you from a burden you are not meant to carry yet. The success that comes later may be sweeter because you learned patience. The peace that arrives after struggle may be deeper because you learned reliance. Allah knows when to give and when to withhold, and both are forms of mercy. When your mind tells you to panic about the future, bring your heart back to the present moment. You are alive, you are breathing, you are still being given chances to turn back, to grow, to pray, to hope. That alone is a sign that Allah has not given up on you. If He wanted to abandon you, He would not keep pulling your heart toward Him. Let your worries become dua. Let your fear become trust. Let your exhaustion become a reason to lean closer, not drift away. You do not need to carry everything alone. You were never meant to. Place your concerns where they belong, with the one who never tires, never sleeps, and never makes mistakes. Even now, while you are struggling, Allah is preparing answers you have not imagined. He is arranging meetings you have not planned. He is opening doors you have not knocked on yet. He is protecting you from paths you were certain you wanted. One day you will look back at this chapter and see not confusion but care, not abandonment but closeness, not delay but perfect timing. So breathe. Slow your racing thoughts. Remind your heart that it is held by the most merciful. Whatever is meant for you will reach you, no matter how far it seems. Whatever misses you was never written for you, no matter how much you wanted it. Your job is not to control the plan. Your job is to walk with faith, patience, and hope, trusting that Allah's plan for you is far more beautiful than anything you could design on your own. And When your heart feels tired from hoping, remember that hope itself is a gift placed inside you. It did not come from nowhere. Allah planted it there as a sign that something ahead is worth waiting for. If there were nothing written for you, your heart would not keep leaning forward. You would not feel that quiet pull to keep going, to keep praying, to keep believing that better days exist. That pull is guidance. That pull is mercy. You may feel broken right now, but broken things let the light in. A heart that has never been tested often struggles to recognize blessings, but a heart that has endured learns gratitude in the smallest moments. Allah is teaching you how to see, how to value peace, how to recognize His presence even when life feels loud and overwhelming. This season is shaping your inner world, not just your outer circumstances. When you feel misunderstood, know that Allah understands you fully. When people disappoint you, remember that Allah never will. When the world feels unstable, know that His promise is firm. Everything you are facing has boundaries set by Him. Your pain has limits. Your hardship has an expiration. Your struggle is not endless, even if it feels that way now. Sometimes Allah slows your life down because you were running toward things that would have drained you. Sometimes He makes you pause so you can hear what your soul has been trying to tell you. Sometimes He allows you to feel weak so you remember where true strength comes from. None of this is wasted. None of this is random. Your worth is not measured by how quickly things work out. Your value does not decrease because things are taking time. You are honored simply by being a servant who turns back, who asks, who trusts, even while trembling. Allah is not waiting for you to be perfect. He is waiting for you to come to Him honestly with all your fears, doubts, and hopes laid bare. Every hardship you face is accompanied by help, even if you do not recognize it yet. Sometimes the help comes as patience. Sometimes it comes as resilience. Sometimes it comes as peace entering your life at the exact moment you need them. Sometimes it comes as strength you did not know you possessed until you were forced to stand. There will be moments ahead when you will smile and realize that the very things you once cried over led you somewhere better. You will see how Allah protected your heart, your faith, your future. You will understand that what felt like a detour was actually the safest route. What felt like silence was guidance unfolding quietly. Until then, keep trusting, keep praying even when your words feel heavy. Keep believing even when answers seem delayed. Keep walking even when the road feels long. Allah's plan is not just about where you end up, but who you become along the way. And who you are becoming is stronger, wiser, softer, more connected to Him than you were before. Your story is still being written. Your chapter is not over. Your Lord is still near. And in this nearness, there is a quiet reassurance that settles into the soul when you allow it. A reassurance that tells you that you are not late, that you are not behind, that you have not missed your moment. What is written for you is moving toward you with certainty, even if your eyes cannot yet trace its path. Time does not delay what Allah has decreed. It only prepares the heart to receive it properly. There will be days when faith feels easy, when gratitude flows naturally and patience feels light, and there will be days when faith feels heavy, when patience feels forced, when you simply show up with a tired heart and whisper what little you can. Both days are acts of worship. Both days matter. Allah does not only accept you when you are strong, He draws even closer when you are weak and still trying. You may question why the road has been so long, why the lessons feel repeated, why the healing takes time, but some wounds require depth before they can be healed fully. Some lessons must be learned slowly so they remain with you for life. Allah is not interested in temporary fixes for your soul. He wants wholeness. He wants a heart that stands firm even when circumstances shift. Look at how much you have already survived. Look at the moments you thought would break you. Yet here you are, still breathing, still hoping, still turning back to Allah. That strength did not come from you alone. It was placed inside you, revealed to you through difficulty. You are stronger than you realize because Allah has been carrying you through every unseen moment. Even your confusion has purpose. It humbles you. It reminds you that you are not in control, and that is not a weakness, that is freedom. To know that the weight of outcomes does not rest on your shoulders. To know that you are allowed to trust, to release, to stop overthinking every possible future. Allah already stands in your tomorrow, just as He is with you now. When the world tells you to worry, to panic, to chase certainty, let your heart answer with remembrance. Let it answer with trust. Let it answer with the quiet confidence that comes from knowing that whatever unfolds has already passed through divine wisdom. Nothing reaches you without permission. Nothing leaves you without meaning. You are not walking alone in the dark. You are being guided step by step even when the path feels dim. And each step you take in faith, even with a trembling heart, is bringing you closer to something your soul needs, something your heart has been prepared for, something written for you with care and mercy far beyond your understanding. And in that guidance, there is a tenderness that often goes unnoticed. Allah does not drag you forward, He gently leads you. Even when you resist, even when fear makes you hesitate, He understands the weight of your heart better than you do yourself. That is why He does not overwhelm you with everything at once. He reveals life in pieces. In moments you can survive, in lessons you can carry. Sometimes you wonder why clarity has not arrived yet, why the signs feel subtle, why certainty feels just out of reach. But clarity given too early can make a person careless, and certainty without patience can make a heart arrogant. Allah wants you grounded, not rushed. He wants your reliance to be real, not conditional on immediate answers. There are prayers you made long ago that are still echoing. You may think they were forgotten because you no longer remember the exact words, but Allah remembers. Every sincere intention is preserved. Every tear-stained supplication is recorded. Some answers arrive as exactly what you asked for, and others arrive as protection from what you asked for, even when you do not recognize it as mercy at first. Your heart is being trained to recognize Allah in all states, not just in ease. In happiness, it is easy to remember. In hardship, remembrance becomes real. That is where trust deepens. That is where faith stops being theoretical and becomes lived. This is not a punishment. This is closeness being cultivated quietly. There will be moments when you feel tired of being strong, moments when you wish someone else could carry the weight for a while. In those moments, remember that Allah never asks you to carry more than your share. When you feel at your limit, that is often the moment divine support is closest, even if it comes in forms you did not expect. What you are becoming matters more than what you are gaining. The patience you are learning, the humility you are developing, the compassion growing in your heart, these are treasures that will outlast circumstances. Allah is investing in your soul, not just arranging your situation. So even now, as questions remain unanswered and the path feels unfinished, there is purpose unfolding beneath the surface. There is wisdom shaping events you cannot yet connect. There is mercy moving quietly through your life, aligning things in ways that will one day make sense, even if today they only ask you to trust and keep walking.